afternoon. My name is Sheridan Follis, and it is my pleasure to introduce Emma Gabbert, who is the speaker for the Accessibility Resource Office, and who currently works as the brand manager of Printerture Inc. In the past, she was the treasurer of the neurodiversity community, a tour guide for student ambassadors, volunteered at the campus kitchen, was the senator and coordinator of 2020's through 2021 student government, and worked in the Nick Friends campaign. Please join me in welcoming Emma Gabbert.
Hello everyone, it is so great to be here today and to see so many familiar faces. It's great to be back. My name is Emma Gabbert and I am a recent alumna of Minnesota State University Mankato who was registered through Accessibility Resources for all 4 years of my college career. Before I begin, I would like to thank Amy and Beth from Accessibility Resources who asked me to speak to you today. I'm honored to be representing the department. I'd also like to thank my aunt and mother who are in the audience today. My special education success story would not have been possible without their efforts throughout my entire academic career, and I'm so blessed that they're here today. When you're a kid, the one thing you want more than anything in the world is to fit in. But once you grow up, the one thing you try to do is stand out from the crowd. I was registered through Accessibility Resources for Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder, otherwise known as ADHD, and Generalized Anxiety. When I was looking for a college to attend, I wanted to find a place where I could be myself unapologetically, and I'm so happy to say that I found that place here at Evan SU. Throughout my life, I have always thought it was important to look at my neurodiversity as a positive rather than a negative. This isn't easy to do all the time. As in any obstacle in life, some days are harder than others. But the important thing to remember is that you are who you are for a reason. When I was young, I would often think to myself, why can't I be like everyone else? Why do my neurotransmitters not connect like they're supposed to? And why do I worry about things that are unlikely to happen? It's hard to process these feelings, especially as a child, and even harder to bring it up to your teachers and parents. But with the strength and courage I got from my family, I decided that I should ask for help when I need it, and that there's nothing wrong with that. In all honesty, it wasn't until I came to Minnesota State Mankato that I realized that my neurodiversity is a true asset. This university allowed me to blossom into the person I have always wanted to be. If you were here in spring 2020, I had the privilege of being on the BEST board, which was very exciting. I feel truly blessed to have found a college that values the way my brain works. I remember feeling at home at Accessibility Resources, and I felt comfortable sharing what I would need help with and how they could help me reach my full potential. Accessibility Resources provides accommodations that allow students such as myself to have the same opportunities as other students by providing services such as quiet spaces for testing, textbook readers, and extra time to complete exams, all of which I utilized during my time here. They also offer programs to help current students gain a better understanding of neurodiversity. Throughout my career at Mankato, Beth would email me about opportunities to speak to future elementary education students about how they can help neurodiverse students in their own classrooms. I signed up for every panel I possibly could because I knew that I could help young children like myself who had a hard time speaking up. A lot of people ask me why I'm so outspoken about celebrating neurodiversity. I tell them it's because for so long I had to contain my quirks and try and fit in with my peers. But the moment I decided to be myself, I felt truly free. Growing up, I have always had a passion for advocacy. As Sheridan said, I worked for the Nick Friends for Senate campaign just this past midterm, which we won, yay. I became involved at a very young age, and during my senior year of college, I co-founded the neurodiversity community, also now known as Access Your Ability. While I was already very involved in a number of things in school, the ability to speak from my experience and make a difference for my fellow neurodiverse students was one of my favorite projects while I was here. The theme for tonight's event is I Am the Change. Advocating for neurodiversity community means working towards change that benefits students who struggle in school due to their disabilities. The neurodiversity community is unique in that most of its members have an invisible disability. This makes the advocacy work that much more important. Being neurodiverse in a neurotypical society is difficult. Standardized testing and 9-to-5 jobs were not made for neurodiverse people in mind. But as long as you find a job that makes you happy and fulfilled, it doesn't matter what you do. As Sheridan said, I'm currently brand manager of Furniture, a small business in St. Paul that creates cat furniture out of local recycled materials. And I bring my cats in on weekends, so you guys should definitely come up and visit. I absolutely love my job and am absolutely blessed to have found a career that suits my skills and passions so well. In the future, I would love to run for office and advocate for the neurodiverse community at the state and federal level. As I said, when you're a kid, the one thing you want more than anything in the world is to be like everyone else. But the irony is, once you grow up, the one thing you want is to be able to stand out from the crowd. It's an incredible thing to be able to think differently than everyone else. So if you or someone out there gets frustrated from time to time because of the way your brain works, know that you're not alone. You are unique, and that's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much.
Yay!